so if you'd like to bring yourself around to a comfortable seated position for yourself, you can sit cross-legged, you can sit on your heels, you can sit with your legs out in front of you, or if you've got any blocks or books, you just want to sit them up underneath your sit bones, then you can sit up a little bit taller, okay? But just be comfortable. We're going to be just working in a couple of moments in your breathing. So we just want to really be able to sit up long and tall through the spine. We just really want to be able to open the collarbone and the chest. So we want to feel comfortable. Now I'm going to lay my palms upwards with the back of my hands to the knees, or you can just place your hands down upon your lap, okay, whatever feels comfortable for you. And if you feel alright with it, we're going to shut our eyes and just take out any visual stimulus and just relaxing the expression upon your face and taking a nice long deep breath in through your nose and slowly breathing out through your nose. Take a long deep breath in, breathing all the way back out. Take a long deep breath in, breathing all the way back out. And then take a longer, deeper breath in. And gently nod your chin and hold on to your breath. Raising your chin back up and breathing slowly all the way back out again. Take a long deep breath in. And again gently nodding your chin and holding on to your breath. And raising your chin back up and slowly breathing all the way back out again. And take a longer, deeper breath in. And now breathing all of the way back out and going right down to the bottom of your exhalation. Lower down your chin and holding your breath out. And then softly raise your chin back up and with control breathing in. And one more time, breathing out and going right down to the bottom of your exhalation. Breathe out a little bit more if you can. Lower down the chin, holding the breath out. And raising chin back up, breathing in. Breathing out and taking a couple of deep breaths now. We should find the breath has come a little bit deeper into the body. Hopefully you find you have a little bit more control over your breathing. And really as we're breathing, we want to feel that we're energizing the body, clearing the mind. Let's take a deep breath in and raise both of your arms high above your head. Clasp your fingers, and as you breathe out, take a little rotation with your upper body. Breathing in, bring it back to the middle. And breathing out, taking a little rotation with your upper body. Breathing in, bring it back to the middle. Breathing out, let's lower down your hands. Carefully lift yourself up onto your knees And allow your heels to sit back behind you. Spreading your fingers out, caterpillar your fingers up towards the top end of your mat and looking up between your hands. As you draw your body along the ground, let's breathe in, rolling down the shoulders and lifting the chin up. As you breathe out, let's draw up into a cat stretch, rounding through your shoulders and looking up towards your navel. Breathing in as you take the head and tailbone away, and breathing out as we sit back upon your heels. Breathing in as you draw the body up and along the ground, rolling down the shoulders and lifting the chin up. Breathing out, draw up into cat stretch, pulling up through the shoulders and gazing up towards your navel. Breathing in, head and tailbone away, and breathing out, let's sit back upon your heels. Breathing in, pull the body up and along the ground, working through the strength of your upper body. And as you breathe out now, curl the toes and send the hips back and gaze up towards your navel. Breathing in as you draw forwards to a high, strong plank. And breathing out, bend the knees and sit all the way back down upon your heels. Breathing in, let's draw the body up and along the ground. And as you breathe out, let's curl the toes, let's send the hips back and draw the head down. Breathing in, draw forwards to a high plank. And as you breathe out, bend the knees and sit all the way back. Breathing in to draw the body up and along the ground. And breathing out, hips go back and the head draws down. Breathing in as we draw forwards to a high plank. Breathing out, bend the knees and sit all the way back. Breathing in to draw the body along the ground, lift, open the shoulders, drop the elbows in. And breathing out, sending the hips back, taking that stretch along the back of your legs. Breathing in, draw forwards to a high, strong plank. And breathing out, bending the knees and sitting back. Couple more times. Breathing in, let's draw the body up, working in the curve of your lumbar spine. As you breathe out, stretching all the way along the back body. Breathing in, draw forwards to a high plank. Breathing out, bend your knees and sit it back. One more time, breathing in, drawing the body along the ground, lift the chin. And breathing out this time, as we land in the downward dog, start to walk your feet just from one foot to the other. Just treading it down. And if you can, moving your hips a little from side to side. And just generating a little bit more length along the back of your legs. So if you can, drawing the heel as far down towards the floor as you can today. And then working through the lower back muscles as you work your hips. So dropping one knee towards the middle and then the other knee towards the middle. And now let's leave the heels back and let's walk the hands all the way back in towards your feet. Gather a hold of your elbows and drop your forehead down towards your forearms. And let's use 3 little sighs. So take a deep breath in, and as you sigh out, letting your body hang a little deeper. Deep breath in, and again a little sigh, and let your body go. One more time, deep breath in, and a little sigh out, letting go of your arms, bend the knees a little. As you unroll through your spine, take a deep breath in and raise your arms high above your head. As you breathe out now, pushing your way through the waist and coming into a side body bend. Feel the stretch all the way through from latissimus dorsi into your waist and your lower back. Breathing in, coming back up to the middle. Breathing out, going the other way, pushing out through your waist and taking that stretch across into your side body. Keeping the chin lifted, hips drawn slightly forwards. Breathing in, come on up. Breathing out, let your arms down. Step on up to the top of your mat for me, please, and bring your hands in towards your heart. First round of sun salutations. Let's take a deep breath in, raising both arms. And as you breathe out, folding your body forwards. Breathing in, right leg, stepping back behind you and releasing your knee to the ground, lifting your chin up. Breathing out, let's step back and hold to a high, strong plank. Breathing in, lower down to your knees, belly and chest. And as you breathe out, let's draw to an upward facing dog, floating the elbows in, opening the collarbone up. Breathing in as you lower, engaging with your core, breathing out as you push to plank, and slowly back off into your downward dog. Breathing in, looking forwards, and step your right foot up between your hands, release your left knee down upon the ground. And then breathing out, let's step through with your left foot and fold in towards your knees. Breathing in, pull up through the belly, bend the knees slightly if you need to, always. And breathing out, hands back in towards your heart. Breathing in, raising both arms. And breathing out, let's open the chest and fold the body forwards, bending your knees if you need to. Breathing in, left leg, stepping back, release the knee to the ground, lifting the chin up. Breathing out, let's step back and hold into a high, strong plank. Breathing in, gently lower to your knees, belly and chest. And breathing out, upward facing dog, just remembering to keep everything relaxed, keep the buttocks relaxed. Breathing in as you lower, and as you breathe out, engage the core, push off the ground to plank, and back off slowly into a downward dog. Breathing in, left leg, stepping through, lifting the chin, releasing the toes. Breathing out, right leg, lightly stepping up, and we're folding in towards your knees. Breathing in, pull up through the belly, and rolling through your spine, gaze up to your thumbs. Breathing out, hands back to your heart. Breathing in, let's raise both arms. Breathing out, open the body, fold on forwards. Breathing in, right leg, stepping back. Now just going to keep the knee above the ground this time. Push down into your right hand and bring your left hand up to the ceiling. Now I want to try and activate a calf stretch into the back leg. So really, really work back into the back heel. So pushing the heel away from you. Take a couple of breaths here. In through your nose, out through your nose. And now I'd like us to just let go and bring down your left elbow to your left knee. Take your back heel to come flat down to the floor. I want to circle forwards with your right arm. Breathing in, brush the arm forwards. Look up and follow your hand all the way back. And again, breathing and brush your right arm forwards. As you breathe out, following that arm back. Again, one more time, breathing and brush the arm forwards. Now bring it all the way back behind the body. Wrap it around either your waist or your thigh if you can reach. Tuck your tailbone slightly under and look back over your shoulder. Taking again a few deep breaths. Letting the knee open, let the inner thigh muscles get to work here. In through your nose, out through your nose. And now gently coming back round, bring your attention back to the top of your mat, hands either side of your foot. Turn up onto your toes on the back leg and step the feet together behind you. And now lowering down onto your forearms. So bending your elbows, legs nice and straight behind you and holding into your forearm plank. Just going to hold here for 10 breaths. So looking slightly beyond your fingers. And now we can work into our Pilates breathing. So breathing in through your nose, breathing out through your mouth. Breathing in and out 2. In and out 3. Try not to sink in your lower back. Out 4. In, out 5, legs strong. In, out 6. In, out 7. In, out 8. In, out 9. And in, out 10. Gently lower your body down and upon the floor. Now if we could just take the hands to sit beneath your chin. Going to take up alternating legs to lift up and work over to release the back muscles. So as we bring the right leg up off the ground, start to bend the knee if you can and gently take the leg to go over on your out breath. And then draw the leg down. So breathing in, raising the leg up. And as you breathe out, bend the knee, point the toe and send the leg back. Breathing in to come back down. Breathing in and out through your nose here. Breathing out. A little active stretching. Breathing in to come back down. Breathing out, bend the knee, point the toe if you can, sending the leg over. Breathing in. Just, again, don't force anything. The foot may come over, it may touch the floor, it may not. Okay, just working with where it feels comfortable for you today. Last one, breathing out, send the leg over. And breathing in to bring it back. Then placing your hands beneath your shoulders. Upward facing dog. Let's just come up and see where we've gotten to now. So if we can, the hips are on the ground here, collarbones open, shoulders drawn back. And then gently release your body all the way back down again. Okay, curling the toes, engaging with your core. If you can, push off the ground in one straight line, pushing all the way back off into plank and downward dog. Okay, now we're going to reach beneath the body in this next posture. You may want to bring your hands closer towards your feet. You can if you need to. So I'm going to take the right hand beneath to hold on to the left leg. Now inside edge is easier, outside edge is harder. Knee is easier, the ankle is harder. So just work the hand along to where you can take it to today. And then if you can, you're looking beneath your left armpit, up towards the ceiling. So we have a cross back body stretch. And let's change it over. Taking the left leg beneath, left hand beneath, and reaching around for the right ankle, right knee, inside or outside edge, whatever you can handle today. Looking underneath your right armpit. And then bring your hand back down to the floor. Looking up, and let's step through with your right foot. Release your left knee down upon the floor, lifting your chin. And now let's curl the toes and softly step the feet in together and fold in towards your knees. Take a deep breath in, coming all the way back out to standing. Breathing out, hands back into your heart. Breathing in, let's raise both arms. Breathing out, let's dive the body forwards. Breathing in, left leg stepping back. And breathing out, raising your right arm up. So I've got the knee above the ground again here. Pushing away into the calf. Gazing up towards your right thumb if you can. Breathe in through your nose. Out through your nose. Let's draw down your right elbow to your right knee. Take your back foot flat upon the floor. And let's take some nice big looping circles here. So breathing in, left arm coming forwards. Breathing out, take it all the way back, follow the hand back. Again, breathing in, brush the arm forwards. Open the shoulder, following the hand back. One more time, breathing in, and as you breathe out, let's draw that arm all the way back behind you, looking back over your shoulder. Again, you're tucking slightly under with your tailbone, inner thigh muscle stretching here, and hopefully you're feeling a little bit of release for the neck and shoulder. Okay, and gently coming back out. Taking your hands down either side of your foot and turning your toes behind you. Let's step the feet together behind. And now coming down upon your knees, belly and chest. And we're going to work up into the breaststroke. So again, we have another Pilates posture here. I'm going to turn the feet slightly in towards each other and bring the arms down by your side. Now once we get going with this posture, your gaze is completely down towards the floor. So if you do want to just have a little look at what this position is all about, do have a look first. Try to keep the buttocks relaxed, try to keep your legs upon the floor, and as we lift away, when we hover the body, is to use the core strength, not totally the back. So about 70% of core and about 30% of your back strength. Okay, so see where you can get it to today. So first of all, we're dropping the forehead upon the floor and the front of your shoulders. As you breathe in through your nose, roll back both of your shoulders. As you breathe out of your mouth, engage the core and raise your forehead. Breathe in through your nose to stay, and then breathe out through your mouth as you lower your shoulders all the way down and upon the floor. Breathing in to roll back and down with the shoulders, and as you breathe out, engage your core, raise your forehead and hover. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out as you lower and let the shoulders back upon the floor. Breathing in to roll back and down with both shoulders. Breathing out, engaging the core. Now keep the core locked on. Breathe in, and then breathing out as you lower and let the shoulders all the way back down. Breathing in, rolling back and down with both shoulders. As you breathe out to lift and hover, turn your palms to open up a little bit more if you can. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out as we lower, rolling the shoulders back upon the ground. Breathing in to roll back and open with both shoulders. Breathing out to engage with your core, open the chest as you lift and hover. Breathing in, keep the core locked on. Breathing out, keep the core locked on, and then letting go a little at the bottom. Breathing in, let's roll back and down with both shoulders. Breathing out to engage with your core as you lift. Breathing in to stay. Then breathing out as we lower and let the shoulders down. Last repetition, breathing in, roll back the shoulders. Breathing out to engage with your core to lift. Breathing in to stay. And then breathing out to lower all the way back. Okay, now we're going to work into a half bow. So if we take forwards your left arm, take your right hand around your right ankle. And as we tilt the pelvis a little, squeeze the back side, see if you can gently lift the thigh from the floor. And then if you'd like to, also lift your left hand and lift your left leg. So we have a half bow with a little bit of glute work coming in here onto that back leg. And keep breathing, try not to hold your breath. And then letting it down. Let's swap sides. Reaching up with your right hand, take a hold of your left ankle. Tilt the pelvis a little, squeeze the back side, and then lift and lift and lift, lift. So you're lifting everything. Lift the right hand, the right leg, the left thigh a little if you can. It's all in pursuit of warming up the back muscles, getting a little bit more heat into the back. Also taking quad stretch here as well. Then releasing that down. And taking the hands beneath your shoulders, gently draw your body into an upward facing dog. Elbows in, shoulders down, bottom part of the body relaxed. If we can, the hips are also on the ground. Releasing your body all the way back. Now coming up onto your hands and knees. I'm just going to work off into releasing the back, into exaggerated cat stretch. So I'm going to take the fingertips just off the edges of the mat. And we're up high on the fingertips, just to give you a little bit more range. As we bend the elbows, heart coming down towards the floor through the middle of your arms. As we come up, tuck the head in, round through the shoulders and the back. And like I say, we're exaggerating that cat lift. As we come down, elbows wide, arching the spine a little, looking ahead towards the end of your mat. And then as you tuck the head in, looking right up beneath you towards your abdominals. Coming on down, heart coming down through the middle, elbows really wide. Feel that stretch into the pectoral muscles. Tucking the head in, rounding through your spine, lifting up into the back. One more time, taking the body down, elbows wide. And then drawing up, head tucks in, rounding through the shoulders and up into the back. And then if we place the hands flat upon the floor again, upon your mat, curl the toes, push off into a downward facing dog, looking up towards your navel. And then looking forwards, stepping through with your left foot, releasing your right knee down to the floor, lifting the chin. And stepping through with your right foot and folding. Taking a lovely long deep breath in, coming back up to standing. Breathing out, hands back in towards your heart. Breathing in, let's raise both arms. Breathing out, open the chest and fall forwards. Now this time, stepping back with your left foot, placing your heel flat down upon the floor. Bring the knee, the right knee, to push up towards your shoulder. And then keeping the depth of the leg low, bring your body up and open out into preparation of Warrior One. So the hips and the ribs are facing the short end of the mat. The back leg is nice and straight. Roll the shoulders a few times. Okay, loosen them off. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other and open the chest, turning your palms up. As you raise your arms, try not to bring your shoulders too high. And then start to either look up between your hands or bring your hands together and squeeze your face. Now it's an upward facing posture. So if you are able to, looking up, if your balance is a little off today, look forwards, it'll make it easier. Take some deep breaths, be strong in that front knee, all the way back to the last little toe on your back leg. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, Warrior Two. Now we're going to open out, so sending your left arm towards the back of your mat, right arm forwards, tucking your tailbone under. Again, engaging with your core. And you now have the hips, the ribs facing the long edge of your mat. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Okay, coming into reverse. So we're going to reach towards your back leg, raise your right arm up. If you can, straighten your right leg. You might enjoy that after being deep into it. If you can, balance on the heel and draw your toes back. Look up towards your hand. Nice long deep breaths, in through your nose, out through your nose in your reverse warrior. Alright, placing the foot back down, cartwheeling your arms all the way down and over, turning your back knee and drawing it down and upon the ground, and then placing both of your hands towards the inside of your foot. Turning open your front foot, and let's just gently bend at the elbows and lower your body a little closer towards the floor into lizard posture. So you can feel the inner thigh muscles stretching a little on the right leg. Maybe get the hip flexor stretch on the left leg. Put the left leg as far back behind you as you're happy to go into. If you want to thread your right arm underneath your right leg, you could then work your foot across and pop it onto its edge. So you're on the edge of your foot. It's not a lotus, so we're not expecting the foot to go flat against the floor backwards. But we are looking to press down there on the edge of your foot, and then maybe lower your throat towards your big toe. And then gently coming away from that stretch, rewriting your foot again. Bring your upper body back and up. Bring back your shoulders. And we can bring the arms upwards towards the ceiling. So again, it could be that you look between your hands, if that feels better for you. You could bring your palms together, look towards your thumbs. Or indeed, you could send your arms backwards and work towards crescent moon. Again, we're opening up the front of your body and we're working into the hip flexors. And then gently coming back down. Fingertips down to the floor and then moving back upon the back knee, digging the heel in towards the ground and drawing the toes back. So here, we just want to drop back the shoulders, And if we can feel here on the lower back, if we can take out the rounding of the back just as much as we can today. So we're pushing out through the tailbone and pressing down from the centre of your chest. And take some deep breaths here into the hamstring and the calf stretch. Okay, now we're going to round up through the back. I'm going to pop both knees in underneath you. And we're going to work on some leg extensions to work into the hips next and the side body. So if you need to, or depending on where your space is, you might need to turn your body the other way out and along your mat. So I'm going to take the right leg out to the side, and I'm going to bring the left arm to take a nice big side body bend. So we're reaching away. Take a deep breath in through your nose, and now as you breathe out of your mouth, take the hand to the floor and lift the right leg up, breathing out and engaging the core here. As we come back down, breathing in, stretch up and over. As you breathe out, engaging the core and lifting your leg up. And again, as you reach over, breathing in, stretch out of your waist. As you bring your hand to the floor, breathe out and lift the leg up. And again, breathing in, nice strong arms as you're going over. Breathing out, strong arm, reaching right up and away, lengthen through the fingers. Again, breathing in, stretching out of the waist. Breathing out, engaging the core and lifting the leg up. Breathing in, we're going to change it up this time. As you breathe out, you're going to stay here. And then now breathe in, half down, breathing out, lift up. Breathing in, half down. Breathing out, lift up. Keep the chin lifted. Breathing out to extend. Again, breathe in, out to lift. Breathe in, out to lift. You have two more. Out, lift. One more. And lift. Bring it all the way back. Tuck the knees beneath you. Okay, now coming into camel posture. So just to warm this up again, we're going to go through some arm circles. If today you don't want to go any further than that with your back bending, carry on. It's a really nice position. What I will say with this though, I want you to try and feel that the bottom part of your body is very stable. When we do back bend, we shouldn't be taking this into the quad muscles, okay? We should be taking it up into lifting out of the waist, working the flexibility of your back, okay, just as much as you want to go to today. But again, strengthening and opening the front of your body. First of all though, so you take your right arm up, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, lift up out of your waist and follow your hand all the way back and down. Taking the left arm up, deep breath in. As you breathe out, open the shoulder and follow the hand all the way down by your side again. Deep breath in, let's raise the right arm. As you breathe out, opening and sending the arm back. Take a deep breath in, raise the left arm. And as you breathe out, open the shoulder and send that arm back. Now you could continue with circles, or now you could reach around and find your elbows. And taking a deep breath in, and again lifting up this time centrally. And as you puff the chest upwards, maybe looking upwards if that feels okay. Maybe looking backwards, if that feels good. And maybe, if you want to go further, reaching along the back of your legs, or reaching around and taking the heels. So you decide how far you want to take this chest open up. So again, depending on how the back's feeling today, how you're feeling with taking the head back. Not everybody feels great about it, so don't feel that you have to. And then using your core centre, gently coming away from the back bend. And now sliding the hands forwards in front of you, curling the toes and pushing your hips up towards the ceiling. So holding out into downward facing dog, spreading your fingers nice and wide to the earth. Let's take the right leg up towards the ceiling and bend the knee, pointing the toe slightly back. So another little hip opener. And now taking the leg down and joining the two legs together. So you can either just lock your big toe, the toe next to it, to the bone above your heel, or you can wrap the foot around your ankle. Then coming forwards into a single leg plank. So squeezing the knees together, keeping both legs perfectly straight, looking slightly ahead. Again, you should feel the core kicking in. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Okay, now sending it back up again. Taking your right leg high to the ceiling. And now we'll draw the right knee towards your right elbow. So coming into a little floating plank. So you've got your toe up off the ground if you can. And again, you're going to feel the abdominals kicking in. Now from here, taking your right foot towards your left hand and taking your back heel down towards the floor. Whether it goes straight down and you draw it slightly in, and then raising your left arm into your fallen triangle, looking up towards your thumb. Deep breaths, core strength. And now drawing your arm all the way down, and draw your right knee towards your right wrist, and take your left leg back. So coming into pigeon practice. So we want the knee to draw open, on this case towards the right. Okay, the back leg we want to keep it nice and straight, so it's not wandering out. Two things you can do here. One, you can take a passive resting pigeon, whereas you take your hands one on top of the other and place your forehead down in the palm. And that might be enough. Okay, lovely stretch with the hips and the glutes. Or you can come back up and bend up the back leg, come into another quad stretch. Okay, so you've got the shoulders, the ribs facing the short end of your mat. Breathe wherever you get it to today. Breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. Okay, now those of you who are down, come on up. And I'm just going to bring the left leg around to the front. I'm going to work into rolling backwards. So this should work in nicely with the back bending. It should give you a little bit of release here. So if you're using a band around your feet, by all means pop that into position. If you're using a cushion behind your back, if you've got a slightly prominent tailbone, feel free to place that into position now. So as we take a breath in, feel the ribs widen. And then as you breathe out, let's engage the core and slowly roll the body halfway back. Breathing in, stay there. And then as you breathe out, engaging the core and moving yourself back up to a tall seated position. Deep breath in, let your ribs widen. And then as you breathe out, let's pull the tummy up underneath your ribs. Curve the lower back, work back to about halfway again. Breathing in, and then breathing out, engaging with the core and sitting up. So that might feel like it's enough today. Deep breath in, and as you go back, breathing out, decide whether you're staying at halfway or whether you're lowering your back down and in towards the floor. Breathing in, as you breathe out, imprint the spine and peel the body gently back up to seated without jerking the body forwards. So everything's nice and smooth. Deep breath in, nice and controlled. Using the abdominals to take you down, working through the curve of your lumbar spine. Breathing in when you get to your bottom point. And as you breathe out, engaging with your core and peeling the back away from the ground in sequence. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, lowering your body carefully back. Breathing in. And then breathing out, engaging with your core and drawing all the way back on up. Got one more coming up. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, let's lower the body carefully down. Breathing in and then breathing out. Imprint the spine and peel the body all the way back on up. Alright, now we're going to come out of this the way we went in. So bring the left leg back and tuck your right leg up underneath you. Hands back down to the floor, curling the toes on the back leg and send the body back to a downward dog. Now stepping through with your right foot and letting your left knee follow halfway down your mat. So we come up to a high kneeling position. Coming in for a twist here. I'm going to take a deep breath in as I raise my left arm. And as you breathe out, elbow comes to the far side of your knee. Now I'm going to be placing my hands in a prayer to begin, but if you can take your arm over the top of your thigh and the hand will go flat to the floor, by all means go ahead. Okay, so deep breath in. As you breathe out, elbow comes across, and like I say, the hands in prayer and look into your fingers. To take this further, hand goes down to the floor, and then we can curl the toes, lift up the back knee and pushing out into a straight leg behind, and then perhaps from here, bringing back over your right arm and looking up. So you've got a lovely full twist, and you're looking up towards your hand. Again, just taking it as far as you want to. You don't have to have the back knee off the ground if you don't want to. And now let's let back the right arm, take out the left hand, and lightly step the left leg to the right leg. Folding in towards your knees, and let's take a breath in as you come all the way back out to standing, and breathing out, hands back to your heart. Okay, breathing in, let's raise both arms, and breathing out, let's dive the body forwards. Breathing in, step back with your right leg, placing your heel flat down upon the floor, and bring your left knee in towards your left armpit. Embracing the front leg, come on up and into preparation of warrior one. So you've got your hips and your ribs facing the short end of the mat. Roll back and forth with your shoulders just to loosen them off, turning your palms up. As you raise your arms up, try and keep your shoulders down, looking up between your hands, nice open neck. Hands together if that feels good too, and then you could be squeezing your biceps around your face. Deep breath in through your nose, out through your nose, your back leg straight, your front knees nice and deeply bent. Okay, take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, warrior two. Opening so the hips now facing the long edge of your mat. You could go maybe a little bit longer with this position, so feel free to move the feet to make it feel more comfortable. Gazing along the center of your left hand, and breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Strong lock on with the core. And now coming into reverse, we're going to take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, straighten the front leg, dig the heel in, and let your left arm reach all the way up and over, looking up towards your thumb, stretching out of your waist into your reverse warrior. And take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, foot back down, bend the knee, cartwheel the arms all the way down and in towards the floor. Turning your back knee and laying it down upon the ground. Let's turn open the front foot and put both of your hands upon the inside of your foot. And then here we're bending a little at the elbows. And we're bringing in that inner thigh stretch, that hip opening position. And as before, we can stay here, okay? And again, you don't need to do anything more complicated than that, particularly your hips are quite tight. Or you can come across a little with the foot, place it on its edge, and then take underneath your left arm. So the left arm goes beneath your left leg, and then we lower the body gently down. And then let's come on up. Rework back out the foot, okay, so it's straight ahead. Bring your upper body back up. And you can take the back leg as far behind you as you feel comfortable with here. You're going to bring the arms upwards towards the ceiling, looking up towards your thumbs or between your hands, or taking your arms to go slightly backwards. Lifting your chin, again getting that stretch through from the neck to your hips. going to slowly bring it down. And moving back upon the back knee, drawing back your toes into half split. So just dropping back the shoulders, extending out through the tailbone behind you. And just as a side here, if you do feel a lot of intense discomfort behind the knee, some people tell me that it burns, okay? Not great, okay? That's not a good place to get to. So feel free just to bend your knee a little bit, take off that tension. All right, not always do things have to be super uncomfortable, okay? You may feel the muscles stretching, okay, but if you feel like something's really overstretching, back away. Always be kind to your body. All right, now rounding up through your back. Let's pop those knees up underneath you, and we're coming into the leg extension. So taking the left leg out to the side, taking your right arm to stretch out of your waist. A little Pilates posture here, so breathing in through your nose. As you breathe out through your mouth, take your right hand to the floor and lift your left leg up, using your core center. Coming back up, let's take a breath in, reaching over. As you breathe out, engaging the core, lifting the leg up. And again, as you reach over, breathing in. As you stretch it over and away, breathing out. Again, reaching over, breathing in, breathing out, working into a little bit of strengthening the range of motion work for the hip. Again, breathing in, let's reach it out. Breathing out, engaging your core, lifting the leg up. And again, breathing in, let's reach it over. Breathing out, we're going to stay here this time, hold it up. Then breathe in, half down, breathing out, engage the core, lift up. Breathe in, lock into the core, lift the leg higher. Breathe in, out to lift. Breathing in, out and lift. Breathing in, out to lift. 2 more, out and lift. 1 more, and lift. And then coming all the way back up onto your knees. Second time around with camel. So if you would prefer, do some more arm circles. If you feel okay with this one now, taking maybe your hands to your lower back. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, offering up the chest towards the ceiling. Bottom part of your body nice and vertical. If it feels okay to stay here, absolutely. If you feel that you can lift the chin or look back. Or you want to slide your hands along the back of your legs. Or if you want to reach back and find the heels, just find the depth of where you need to get to today. Take some nice deep breaths, in through your nose, out through your nose. And now engaging with your core, come all the way back on up, sliding your hands forwards. Spreading your fingers out nice and wide, curving the toes and sending your hips away into a nice long downward dog. Feel the stretch through along the back of your body. Hopefully now the heels are going a little bit further back. It feels a little easier in the back of the body. Now let's raise the left leg high. Bend the knee a little, point the toe back. And then drawing down, so we're locking down the big toe and toe next to it. Or you're squeezing just the legs together. And then as we come forwards into single leg plank, knees locked in, okay, inner thighs locked in, and the 2 legs are working as one now. Breathing in, breathing out. Strong work here for the upper body as well. And let's send it all the way back. Down dog split. So we're taking the left leg up nice and high. And now coming into the floating plank. So let's draw your left knee towards your left elbow. And now let's come to fallen triangle, taking your left foot towards your right hand. Back heel going down towards the floor, and then raising your right hand down. Bring your left knee towards your left wrist. And then sliding the back leg away. Okay, so on this count, you want the knee to go as far open to the left as you can. You can place one hand on top of the other and place your forehead down. We could maybe bring the back leg up for a quad stretch. Okay, so whatever you did on the other side, probably a good idea to do the same thing. Okay, keep your body nicely balanced. Alright, now this time I'm going to come straight back up, so we're not moving around. So if you would like to place your hands to the floor, curl the toes, and then send the hips back on up. Stepping through with your left foot and placing your right knee halfway down your mat and coming up into a high kneel. As we take a deep breath in, raising your right arm, elbow coming across. And as before, it could be that you take your hands to a prayer position, opening up your back armpit, leaning in. Okay, it could be that you take your hand to the side of your foot, and again you've positioned your armpit over the top of your leg. Then we can lean forwards, lifting up the back knee, and then maybe, if you feel good to, bringing back over your left arm. So your left arm is going to come up towards the short end of your mat, right up over and past your face, and you're breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. And then letting that arm down, letting back out your right arm, and let's lightly step up with your right leg, folding in towards your knees. Take a deep breath in, coming all the way back up to standing, and breathing out, hands coming back in towards your heart. Okay, couple of balances here. So stepping in and spreading your toes out against the floor. Rolling back the shoulders. Now do feel free to hold on to the wall, okay? If you do feel a little bit shaky or unbalanced today, or hold on to a chair, we'll be working firstly into your tree position. So I'm going to float up the right foot, either to the calf, or avoiding the knee, going up a little higher towards the top of your leg. Bring your hands in towards your heart. So you can either keep your hands here, or you can move them up through the midline of your body, and you could keep them here. Or you can take your right hand back behind your left and wrist wrap. Again, you decide, you don't have to make it complicated. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Okay, now today, just letting down your right arm, and we'll take hold of the right foot, coming into your dancer. So bringing down your left arm, and then let's bring up your right foot behind you. So really concentrated today on the quads, got quite a few quad stretches in, a few back bends. Alright, now coming through, and just gently extending the leg forwards, pushing it away, and then slowly lowering it back down. Take a couple of deep breaths in and out. Sometimes we hold our breath a little too much. Relaxing out your shoulders. Take your gaze point, so look to something ahead of you that doesn't move, and slide the left leg either to the calf, just above the ankle, or avoiding the knee, coming up to the inside of your leg. And again, you can keep your hands low if that's better for you. You can raise the fingers up through the midline of your body, maybe taking the left hand back behind the right. Chin lifts a little. Breathe. Try not to hold your breath. And now letting down your left arm, turning your left leg, taking a hold of the ankle, gently moving forwards with your free arm, your right arm, and then send the back leg away a little. in. Let's breathe out, lower that leg all the way back down. Okay, step back a little bit more. Now I'm just going to bring the heels in together. Rise us up into the tiptoes. Feel free to come down a different way if your knees don't enjoy this. So as we come down, we're going to bend the knees, lower the body all the way down, and then we're in a good position to come into crow. So the hands are coming forwards, spreading out the fingers, a little bit of a softness to the elbows, and you're either taking your knees to grip around the outside of your arms, okay? So you squeeze in, looking forwards, lifting the feet from the floor, okay? Or you're placing the knees to sit up underneath your armpits and then moving your body weight forwards and then lifting the feet up and away from the ground. So whichever one you feel is really working for you, okay? So by going a little bit lower, sometimes again, that feels a little bit easier. It feels like you've got something more to grip onto. When you're taking your knees up in towards your armpits, you really do need to push your knees into your armpits. And to begin with that, it's quite an interesting feeling, shall we say, okay? So you might not want to go for that one straight away. But I promise you, it does get easier, okay, the more that you're doing it. Alright, so coming on down and taking a seat. And I'm just going to finish off with a little bit of neck release. So I'm going to take a cross-legged position. Hopefully that's feeling a little bit easier now. I'm just going to take my fingertips out against the floor, pushing down. And your fingertips are pushing into the ground, so you've really got a good kind of significant connection there. As we drape over the opposite hand, find your ear and then gently encourage your ear to draw away from the fingers that are on the ground. Okay, now going to the back corner of your head and gently drawing your head across so you get the stretch along the back of your neck on one side. And then coming back on up. Okay, now I'm going to get you to swap sides, but also swap your leg cross. Okay, we should always do this from time to time. We have a dominant side usually that we like to cross. If you can't, don't worry, alright, but if you can. Pushing your fingers down in against the floor, drape your hand over the top, gently encourage the ear away, and the fingers pushing down quite firmly into the floor. Going to the back corner of your head and drawing the head across over. Okay, come back up. One more. I'm just going to clasp the fingers together and bring them to the back of the neck. And I want you to push your fingers upwards to the base of your hairline. Squeeze the elbows in nice and tight. And then rounding your body over. And keep pulling up on the base of your hairline to give yourself a stretch along the back of your neck. And you're going to take the head in as far as you feel is good for you. And slowly coming back on up. Extend the arms upwards. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out and opening the arms nice and wide. Okay, now let's bring the arms forwards and round the back. Feel the stretch, hesitate there. Feel the stretch between the shoulder blades. Breathing in, coming up high. Really feel the abdominals lifting you. Breathing out to open back and down. One more time, reaching forwards, hesitating concentrate on that stretch. Breathing in, come on up. Breathing out, let's open out through with your arms. Circle them back round to your heart. And we'll finish there, okay? Very well.